What if I told you the secret to a magazine-worthy Halloween garden is hiding in plain sight for just a few dollars? Cazadoro. Spooky Halloween garden decor. Dollar Tree DIY small rustic fall garden sculpture ideas.
Hello, my fellow creative souls and garden enthusiasts. Welcome back to the channel where we believe a breathtaking backyard makeover on a budget is not just possible, it's a guarantee. Today, we are diving headfirst into the magic of autumn. We're about to turn our outdoor living spaces into the most enchanting, spooky, and rustically beautiful displays for Halloween and the entire fall season. And believe it or not, we're doing it all using incredible finds from the Dollar Tree. It's time to unlock some seriously high-end garden DIYs for less. Now hold on. Before you get completely swept away by these ideas, I have one little request. Be sure to stick around until the very end of the video. Why? Because after we've sparked your imagination, I'm going to break down everything you need. We'll cover a comprehensive list of all the materials, the essential tools, and my step-by-step guide to creating these amazing projects. You won't want to miss that. So go ahead and grab a warm cup of apple cider, get comfortable, and prepare to unleash your inner artist. We have 20 core themes that branch out into over 40 distinct concepts. You can mix them, match them, and create literally hundreds of personalized decor ideas. Your ultimate outdoor living space transformation starts right now. One, ghostly gathering. Floating cheesecloth specters. First on our list is one of those projects that truly defines the phrase budget outdoor decor ideas that look expensive. We're making these absolutely ethereal, free-floating specters using nothing more than Dollar Tree cheesecloth, a balloon, and some fabric stiffener. It's so simple. Once they're dry, you can hang these lightweight phantoms from tree branches or your porch, and they will dance and sway so eerily in the autumn breeze. It creates this stunning minimalist garden aesthetic that really taps into our fascination with the unseen. And trust me, when you hit these with some subtle garden lighting at night, your neighbors will think you hired a professional decorator. Tomato cage ghouls. Alright, if minimalist isn't quite your style and you want to go big, you are going to love this. We're making towering, life-sized ghouls using, get this, wire tomato cages. This is a genius DIY garden hack. You simply take the cage, drape it with a white plastic tablecloth, and then add a haunting face cut from black felt. Instantly, you have these formidable silent guardians for your garden, symbolizing the protective spirits of the harvest. This is the perfect solution for a major backyard makeover on a budget, giving you that high-impact wow factor with such minimal investment and effort. Two, spider invasion. Gourd and stick spiders. Next up, let's talk about our 8-legged friends. But we're going to make them charming. With a few foam pumpkins or gourds from Dollar Tree as the body and some painted twigs from your own yard for the legs, you can create these wonderfully rustic spiders. Scatter them through your flower beds or have them climbing up a wall. The spider is a master weaver, representing creativity and the intricate connections in nature, and this is a fantastic recycled materials garden crafts project that connects your decor directly with your environment. Plastic bowl arachnids. Now, if charming isn't what you're after and you'd prefer menacing, I've got you covered. Let's build some giant arachnids. You can construct these by joining 2 black plastic bowls together to form the body, and then using pipe cleaners or foam tubes for those creepy, spindly legs. Add some giant googly eyes for that perfect touch of horror comedy. This larger-than-life creature is all about facing our fears in a fun way, turning something simple into a formidable presence. It's a perfect example of how budget decor can make a huge statement. Three, pumpkin scarecrows. Rustic burlap scarecrow. You can't have fall without a scarecrow, and we're making a timeless, friendly version that's bursting with rustic charm. We'll use a Dollar Tree foam pumpkin for that classic head, dress him up in an old flannel shirt, and use hay or even shredded plastic bags for stuffing. Mount him on a garden stake, and you have the perfect guardian for your fall garden. The scarecrow is a symbol of our role as caretakers of the earth, a silent watcher over the fields, and an absolute staple of low-maintenance garden design for the season. Modern minimalist scarecrow. Now, if your style is a little more Joanna Gaines and a little less Farmer John, let's try a modern minimalist scarecrow. This is so chic. Use a white or even a black craft pumpkin for the head, and dress the frame in simple monochromatic fabrics. This version is all about focusing on that clean form and silhouette rather than traditional, busy details. It's a minimalist garden aesthetic that proves powerful symbolism doesn't require clutter, making this a fantastic DIY garden decor project, especially for small spaces. Four, Witchcraft Corner. Bubbling cauldron creation. Let's brew up some trouble in our witchcraft corner. First up, the classic bubbling cauldron creation. This is an absolute showstopper and so incredibly easy. You just grab a black plastic cauldron, fill it with green or purple Christmas ornaments to look like bubbles, and then, here's the secret, hide a solar-powered garden light underneath. As dusk falls, it starts to glow with this eerie magical light. The cauldron is such a powerful symbol of transformation, and this project truly transforms simple materials into pure magic. It's a top-tier garden lighting idea for creating that perfect spooky ambience. Witch's leg yard stakes. This next one is pure whimsical fun. We're making those hilarious crash-landed witches' legs. All you need are some funky patterned knee-high socks, stuff them really well, and then pop a black plastic shoe from the Dollar Tree on the end. Mount them on stakes and stick them in a bush or a flower pot, and you've got an instant story. This playful subject is a celebration of folklore and powerful female archetypes, adding a touch of humor and magic to your garden. Five, skeleton surprise. Skeletons climbing the house. Ready for a little bit of spooky action? Let's have some skeletons climbing the house. This is such a dynamic and surprising look. You just pose a few of those famous plastic skeletons as if they're actively scaling your walls or a big tree in your backyard, using zip ties to secure them. It's a playful defiance of boundaries, a reminder that life or unlife is all about striving for more. This is an outdoor living space transformation that will definitely have your neighbors doing a double take. Skeleton Garden Tea Party. For something a little more macabre yet charming, how about a skeleton garden tea party? Arrange a group of skeletons around a small patio table, posing them with teacups and maybe even a little skeletal poodle. This hilarious diorama represents the eternal nature of community. It suggests that good company is so important, it literally transcends life itself. It's a wonderful way to add some sophisticated dark humor to your garden landscaping on a budget. Haunted forest. Spooky glowing eyes. This has to be the easiest and most effective DIY garden hack for instant atmosphere. We're making spooky glowing eyes. You simply cut eye shapes into empty paper towel tubes, place an activated glow stick inside, and tuck them into the dark corners of your bushes and trees. As night falls, your garden will come alive with these eerie eyes, tapping into that primal feeling of being watched by nature itself. It's maximum spookiness for minimal effort. Draped Spanish moss trees. If you want to give your backyard the look of an ancient haunted southern forest, this is the way to do it. Just grab a few bags of that faux Spanish moss from the Dollar Tree's floral section and drape it generously over your tree branches. The moss symbolizes the passage of time, instantly giving your yard the feel of an old forgotten place with countless stories to tell. This is a key element for a low-maintenance garden design that adds tons of gothic, spooky texture. Graveyard shift. Foam tombstone graveyard. It wouldn't be Halloween without a spooky cemetery, and you can create an amazing one using Dollar Tree foam core boards. Just cut them into tombstone shapes, paint them gray, and get creative with some witty epitaphs like "I told you I was sick." A graveyard is a place of memory, connecting us to the past, and it's a cornerstone of classic Halloween decor. This is one of the best budget outdoor decor ideas for filling a large space. Skeletal groundbreakers. Now, if you really want to give your guests a little jump scare, you have to try these skeletal groundbreakers. This is pure Halloween fun. All you need are a few skeleton arms and a skull, strategically placed to look like a full skeleton is clawing its way right out of your garden bed. It's such a thrilling visual that represents persistence and breaking through barriers, even the ultimate barrier. This is a high-end garden DIY that looks like it came from a specialty Halloween store, but you can do it for just a few bucks. 8. Bat swarm. Black craft foam bats. Let's create a classic Halloween scene, a bat swarm. This is so easy and looks fantastic. Cut out dozens of bat shapes from black craft foam sheets and attach them to the side of your house or a fence in a swooping dynamic pattern. Bats, as creatures of the night, symbolize intuition and navigating the dark. Arranging them in a swarm represents the power of community, all moving together with a shared purpose. It's a simple, high-impact visual. Upcycled plastic bottle bats. Here's a project for all my eco-conscious creators out there. Let's make 3D bats by upcycling plastic soda bottles. You just cut the middle section of a dark-colored bottle, shape it into wings, and paint it black. This recycled materials garden crafts project is a perfect nod to eco-friendly garden projects, proving that sustainability and spooky seasonal fun can absolutely go hand in hand. It's about transforming our everyday waste into backyard art. Nine. Sinister crows. A murder of crows. There's something so wonderfully ominous about a gathering of crows. Dollar Tree sells fantastic little plastic crows, and you can create an amazing scene by purchasing a whole flock or a murder of them. Arrange them on your fence posts, your roof line, or in a dead tree branch. Crows are seen as intelligent messengers, and gathering them symbolizes secret knowledge and wisdom. It's a sophisticated and slightly sinister touch for your decor. Crow and pumpkin vignettes. For a more artistic, Gothic-inspired look, create some beautiful little vignettes. Simply place a single black crow atop a white or orange foam pumpkin, maybe with some faux faux leaves at the base. This elegant pairing represents the convergence of life, symbolized by the harvest pumpkin, and mystery, symbolized by the crow. It's a beautiful nod to the balance of light and shadow during the autumn season, perfect for a minimalist garden aesthetic. Rustic autumn sculptures. Twine orb lanterns. Let's move into some rustic fall decor that can last all season long. These twine orb lanterns are gorgeous. You craft them by wrapping twine or jute cord around a balloon, coating it in glue, and then popping the balloon once it's dry. Place some battery-operated fairy lights inside, and you have these warm, glowing orbs. They represent wholeness, with the light inside symbolizing our own inner spirit and the warmth of home. Painted stick and leaf totems. This project connects you directly with your own backyard. Collect some interesting sticks and branches, paint them in beautiful autumnal colors, and then wire them together to form rustic totems or abstract sculptures. Weave in some colorful faux leaves for extra texture. These totems are a beautiful symbol of our ability to find and create art from the simple raw materials that nature provides right outside our door. (11) Floating witch hats. Solar-powered witch hat lanterns. This is pure magic and one of my favorite modern garden decor trends for Halloween. You create the illusion of floating witch hats by hanging them from tree branches with clear fishing line. Then, you insert the light from a Dollar Tree solar stake into the top of each hat. At night, they light up and look like they're hovering in mid-air. It's the perfect marriage of magical symbolism and clever, sustainable technology. Cascading Hat Mobile. For a dynamic piece of art that moves with the wind, create a cascading witch hat mobile. You simply hang several hats at varying lengths from a repurposed embroidery hoop or a sturdy branch. The cascading effect represents a flow of magical energy into your garden. It's a beautiful sculpture that interacts with the elements, symbolizing the invisible energies that surround us in nature during this enchanting time of year. Enchanted potion bottles. Glowing garden potions. Let's set up a little apothecary station in the garden with these glowing potion bottles. Just collect some interesting glass jars, fill them with water and a bit of food coloring, and then drop in an activated glow stick. Add some spooky handwritten labels, and you've got instant magic. These bottles symbolize hidden potential and transformation, representing the unique talents that lie dormant within each of us. Rustic twine-wrapped elixirs. For a more earthy, natural magic look, decorate some empty glass bottles by wrapping them in rustic jute twine. You can add little details like faux spiders or skull charms from the craft section. This design connects to herbalism and the healing properties of the natural world. It's a wonderful nod to organic gardening and the powerful magic that is held within the plants all around us. Ghostly mirrors. Haunted mirror portals. This is a deeply spooky and sophisticated idea. Take an old ornate frame or a Dollar Tree mirror and give it an aged spectral appearance with a bit of spray paint or a grey wash. Hang it from a tree or on a fence. Mirrors are often seen as portals to another dimension, and a haunted mirror symbolizes looking into the past or another realm. It's an incredibly atmospheric piece that adds a lot of mystery. Broken mirror mosaics. Let's turn something broken into something beautiful and spooky. Carefully break an old mirror and glue the pieces onto a foam pumpkin or a stepping stone to create a stunning mosaic. The shattered reflection represents looking at things from a new, fractured perspective. It's a gorgeous way to symbolize that even broken things can be pieced together to create something entirely new and fascinating, a core idea behind recycled materials garden crafts. Carnivorous plant sculptures. Painted pool noodle fly traps. Ready for something a little bit wild and wacky? Let's build some man-eating plants using pool noodles. You can cut and shape green and red pool noodles into a giant Venus flytrap shape, adding some comical white foam teeth. This playful sculpture represents the untamed, slightly dangerous side of nature. It's a humorous reminder that nature has a powerful and wonderfully weird beauty all its own. Plastic pumpkin monsters. Here's another take on a monster plant. Carve a large foam pumpkin with a huge, toothy grin. Then, use plastic greenery and floral wire to create tentacle-like vines that look like they're emerging from its mouth and base. This creation hilariously symbolizes the insatiable appetite of the harvest season. It personifies the raw, devouring energy of nature as it prepares for winter, but in a fun, cartoonish way. Zombie flamingos. Skeletal pink flamingos. Alright, prepare yourselves for my absolute favorite DIY garden hack on this list. We are taking the classic, cheerful pink lawn flamingo and turning it into a creature of the night. A little bit of black and white paint is all you need to create a skeletal or zombified flamingo. It completely subverts a symbol of sunny leisure, and let's be honest, it's hilarious. Because nothing says "welcome to my home" quite like the undead tropics. This is an ironic and humorous project that is guaranteed to get a laugh. Tattered fabric zombie flamingos. If you want to take your undead flamingo flock to the next level of spooky, let's give them a ghostly makeover. Simply dress up your plastic flamingos with tattered strips of cheesecloth or gray fabric to make them look like they've been through a lot. The tattered look symbolizes decay and the passage of time, turning a symbol of pure kitsch into a genuinely spooky part of your garden landscaping on a budget. It's creepy, it's campy, it's perfect. Mystical owls. Toilet paper roll owls. Here's a charming and super kid-friendly project. We're making mystical owls from empty toilet paper rolls. You just fold down the top to create those little ear tufts, paint them, and add some big googly eyes. You can perch these adorable little guardians on branches all throughout your garden. The owl is a classic symbol of wisdom and intuition, and these silent observers represent the wisdom of nature watching over your home. Pinecone Owl Sentinels. For a more rustic, nature-inspired version, let's build some owls using pine cones. Use a large pine cone for the body and then add felt or even bottle caps for the eyes and wings. These natural creations are a direct homage to the forest floor. They symbolize a deep-rooted connection to the earth and the wisdom that comes from being grounded and observant, making for a beautiful, eco-friendly garden project. (17) Giant spiderweb. Clothesline rope web. If you want to make a huge statement, it's time to weave a giant spiderweb. You can create an enormous web between two trees or against a large wall using nothing but white clothesline rope from the Dollar Tree. The web itself is a marvel of natural engineering, symbolizing patience, persistence, and the intricate connections that link everything in our lives. This project is all about scale and making a massive impact. Sprawling ground web. Here's another take on the giant web. Create it directly on your lawn. Use yarn or twine and some simple garden stakes to map out a massive web on the ground. Add a giant spider in the center for that finishing touch. A ground-level web represents the foundational connections of the earth itself, a visual metaphor for the root systems and mycelial networks that connect the entire ecosystem right beneath our feet. (18) Candy corn pathway. Painted stone candy corn. Let's add a touch of sweetness to our spooky decor. This is such a cute idea. Collect smooth, somewhat triangular rocks and paint them with white, orange, and yellow stripes to look like candy corn. You can use them to line a garden path or a flower bed. This simple project transforms a common natural object into a symbol of celebration and childhood nostalgia, a delightful and easy outdoor living space transformation. Foam cone candy corn pillows. To make an even bigger candy corn statement, use those large styrofoam cones from the Dollar Tree craft section. Just paint them in the classic candy corn colors and stake them into the ground at the entrance to your backyard. These large, bold pillars act as cheerful, welcoming beacons. They set a fun and festive tone, symbolizing an entrance into a space of celebration for the Halloween season. 19. Chained apparitions. Floating plastic chain ghosts. Let's add a little bit of classic ghost story drama to our decor. Create a ghostly figure from a styrofoam ball and a white sheet, but then drape it with those lightweight plastic chains from the Dollar Tree before hanging it. The chains symbolize being bound to the past or a specific place, representing unresolved stories and the lingering energy of history that we find so fascinating in ghost lore. Chained skeletons guarding a gate. This look is pure Gothic drama. Wrap plastic chains around 2 skeletons and position them as eternal guards at the entrance to your backyard or a garden path. This represents the concept of a gatekeeper or a guardian of a threshold. The chains symbolize their eternal duty, bound to protect the boundary between the ordinary world and the magical spooky space you've so creatively designed. Rustic harvest signs. Reclaimed wood style signs. No themed space is complete without signage, and you can make incredible rustic signs on a tiny budget. Use foam core boards, paint them to look like weathered, reclaimed wood, and then write spooky or autumnal phrases like "Enter if you dare" or "Harvest blessings." These signs are a form of communication, setting intentions and creating a narrative for your space, which is a key part of modern garden decor trends. Witch's broomstick signpost. And finally, to direct all the ghouls and goblins, let's make a witch's broomstick signpost. This is just pure whimsical fun and adds so much personality to your yard. Use a Dollar Tree broomstick as the post, and then attach smaller, arrow-shaped signs pointing to all the spooky destinations in your haunted garden: witch's kitchen, spider lair, pumpkin patch, you name it. This adorable creation symbolizes the fun of a magical journey and really invites your guests to embrace the imaginative world you've created. And there you have it. An absolute whirlwind of spooky, rustic, and totally enchanting ideas to completely transform your garden for the Halloween and fall season. It is truly amazing what you can accomplish with a little creativity and a trip to the Dollar Tree. This just proves that you do not need a massive budget to create a high-end, absolutely magical atmosphere in your own backyard. Now that your imagination is running wild, let's get down to the practical side of things. As promised, I'm going to walk you through the essential materials, the tools of the trade, and the step-by-step process to bring these amazing DIY garden hacks to life. Materials and products. For these projects, your local Dollar Tree is basically your treasure chest. You'll want to stock up on a variety of core items. Think foam pumpkins, styrofoam balls and cones, black and white plastic tablecloths, and several rolls of cheesecloth. In the craft aisle, grab plenty of acrylic paint, googly eyes, pipe cleaners, and faux flowers. For structure, look for garden stakes, tomato cages, and floral wire. And for that nighttime magic, don't forget solar-powered garden lights and glow sticks. Equipment and tools. To bring these creations to life, you'll need a few basic crafting tools you probably already own. Your best friend will be a reliable hot glue gun. A good pair of sharp scissors and a utility knife are essential for cutting everything from foam to fabric. You'll also want an assortment of paintbrushes. And trust me, a good pair of wire cutters is a must. Lastly, have some safety gloves for handling hot glue and sharp tools. Preparation steps. Alright, here is my simple 5-step process for success. First, plan and gather. Decide on your design, make a list, and get everything you need before you start. Once you have your supplies, move on to base assembly. This is where you build the foundation, shape the wire, glue the bowls, get your structure sturdy. After that comes the really fun part, painting and detailing. This is where you add personality and bring your creations to life. Now, a crucial pro tip is weatherproofing. A quick coat of clear sealant spray will protect your hard work from the elements. Finally, it's time for the grand finale, placement and illumination. Set up your decor in the garden and add those solar lights for a truly magical, spooky nighttime effect. If you found value and inspiration in these spooky garden ideas, show some love by hitting that like button. What are you planning to create for your backyard this Halloween? I would absolutely love to hear about it, so drop your ideas and questions in the comments below. I do my best to read every single one. And to help this creative community grow, please consider hitting that subscribe button and ringing the bell so you don't miss our next budget-friendly adventure. Your support truly helps the channel more than you know. Thank you so much for watching.
Adoro.